Hello and welcome to another episode of Divina's Recipes for Life. Today's recipe, I'm going to be showing you penne al pesto genovese, and that's nothing but penne pasta and basil pesto sauce. Now, pesto is a really popular sauce, especially in India. I find a lot of people ordering this. And now pesto is a way to say paste in Italian. And it consists of ground herbs or vegetables with a whole lot of flavor. There are different kinds of pesto, but the basil one is by far the most popular. This one is green basil pesto with so many distinct flavors from various ingredients, and all served in a bed of comforting penne pasta and topped with Parmesan cheese. Now my mouth is watering just reading this. There are so many different kinds of pestos you can make, such as coriander, sun-dried tomato, capsicum, different kinds of nuts. But this pesto is just the most popular. It originates from Genoa in Italy, and hence the Genovese. And it's just amazing. So you must try it. So the first thing you're going to do is boil your pasta according to the package directions. So here I've got some water to boil, about 2 liters for about 200 grams of pasta. And I'm going to add some salt to this. About 1 teaspoon of salt, and then I'm going to add in about 200 grams of penne pasta. You can use any pasta you like, but follow the package directions. I cooked mine for around 12 minutes until it was about al dente. Next, what you're going to do is prepare your pesto. First, you're going to put some basil leaves in a blender. Now, I didn't really have any specific measurement to this. It was about 30 grams. Then you're going to add 1 clove of garlic. Then you're going to add about a handful of Parmesan cheese. That's about 50 grams. A little bit of salt, a little bit of black pepper, and then add in some toasted walnuts. I have about 30 to 40 grams of walnuts. And again, I'm just going to add a little bit of olive oil. First start with about maybe half a cup, and then gradually just keep adding until you feel it comes to a good consistency. I like mine a little smooth, so that's what I did. I blended everything up into nice creamy paste. So now we've come to the main part, which is to cook the pesto and the pasta together. That's an art in itself. It's called montecurata. We set a pan on a little medium heat, and then we're going to add in our cooked pasta. In this recipe, we don't add in the pasta water because then it becomes too liquidy. You're going to add in your pesto and then about 40 to 50 grams of Parmesan cheese and a little bit of black pepper and salt as you like. You're going to mix everything together until you're happy with the ratio of sauce to pasta. I like mine about 1:1 or a little bit less than that. Very traditional. Next, you're going to add in cherry tomatoes and then toss that together. I like the cherry tomatoes for some freshness. If you like, you can avoid this. Next, you have to put it on a plate and then garnish that with some extra Parmesan cheese and basil leaves. And now your pesto pasta is ready to serve. You can have it with green salad. You can have it with garlic bread. Just be creative and enjoy.